Hello, this is Reg, and welcome to PaxAriaGaming with episode 13 of Code Vein 2. Okay, we are going to meet up with Lavinia and the crew.
We finally fulfilled Zenon's request, and though it was rather taxing, it was good work. Now then, take a look at this. It seems there's more to this upgraded pass of his than improved access credentials. This is the key. At least, I believe it is. This pass is imbued with enough pathos to break through his present-day cocoon. It may be time to finish this quest. We should now be able to release the hero Zenon. We can finally end this. Though, I've been thinking about his theory. About revenant overpopulation being the cause of the resurgence. If he's right, we will always live in fear. As long as revenants still live, we will never be rid of the resurgence. My apologies. This is no time for us to be second-guessing ourselves. The world's fate hangs in the balance. We need to be decisive. We can't afford to delay longer. In any case, we should head back to the present. We must report our findings to Lady Lavinia.
Okay, so in the previous episode, we were doing the little mini-quest for Zenon, which is to go to each of his labs to fight his surrogates, which then allowed us to get what we needed to unlock his cocoon, or to release his cocoon. Before doing that, we need to go back to Lady Lavinia. But there were a couple of these little mini things that I needed to do as sort of like cleanup stuff.
Time jump complete.
So first, let's talk to Lavinia.
Welcome back, and well done retrieving the key to Zenon's seal.
Lady Lavinia, if you please, there is something I wish to ask you. When we were in the past, when we spoke to Zenon, he felt progenitor Idris's seal was a temporary measure, so he was working on his own solution. If that's so, if he believed so strongly in a better solution, why did he give his life to perform the seal? When we made contact with Zenon's pathos, we saw someone immobilize him with a forma. Maybe he was sacrificed against his will? Who would do that? And moreover, there was something else. We learned from Zenon that revenants are indirectly responsible for the resurgence.
I feared this would happen when I sent you to him. You've learned too much. Lou, you must listen to me. There are some aspects of the upheaval you needn't know about.
What?
I am truly sorry. Believe me when I say it is for your own well-being. The same goes for the resurgence. I admit, Zenon's claims can't be readily dismissed. But whether Zenon is right or wrong, whether you know all the details or not, we must face facts. Eliminating the heroes is the only hope our world has. Finish your preparations and do what must be done.
Okay, so before we get to the hero Zenon, there's something else we need to do at Insula Carceri.
Holly, the Reaper Witch, huh? Stories like hers, where friends and allies get slaughtered, never sit right with me. What could have driven her to do it? What compelled her to cross the line of no return? Do you just push it out of your mind? The more I try to find an answer, the more questions I end up with.
Okay, we'll get to Holly later.
Let's investigate Insula Carcere.
Yeah.
There might be truth in the rumors.
We need to do that first.
Let me know if you change your mind. Watch yourself, yeah?
Yeah, so I guess you can do these in any order you want to do them in.
The hero Jose, a revenant who fell victim to her very own powers. Though we tend to talk more of the many lives lost in her rampage. In life, she was exceedingly skilled and held in high esteem. Someone well respected, I imagine, even by those whose lives her powers would one day claim. You've reminded me of the importance of being with others. I'm grateful for that. Not exactly sure what you want me to do with this, but thanks anyway.
Yeah, still haven't really figured out what to give her, because she seems to respond that way to anything I give her.
Praying you stay safe.
I bestow this power to you. You have shown yourself capable enough to wield it.
Okay. Getting some new booster
My
thingies.
powers will now reside within you. May they prove fruitful as you forge the future.
No, Lavinia, they weren't really helpful when we started our journey to Insula Carcere. But we have our third blood code.
I see you've assimilated a blood code.
And in addition to getting a new blood code, she's going to give us little boosters from the
Here you are.
blood codes that we've upgraded, or that we've
It
fully
gives me great
made
pleasure
proficient.
to avail you.
The blood code mastery thing is a good one. So we can put that on, and it will speed up the time it takes to make the blood codes fully proficient. She doesn't usually complain about the gifts I give her.
You've brought this for me.
Yeah.
How generous. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's been her response every time. And a lot of this stuff I don't use. Sometimes I remember to
Stay
use them
safe out there.
in a boss fight. But since some of these
How are
bosses
you doing?
take me 4 or 5 tries or
We must
longer,
press on. Now that Jose has been defeated,
what invariably
of course.
happens is I end up using them all
It
up
might do
before I
us some
defeat the
good
boss.
to take time to mend our wounded hearts.
No, we got too many other things to do. We're definitely gonna do Zenon, the hero Zenon in this episode. We're gonna wrap up his quest, but before we do that, we have a couple of things we need to do. And then we're going to do a time
For me?
shift.
Thank you.
There are 3 time shift quests to do. Jose, Lyle, and Holly.
Let me know if you have need of me.
And they're important because it will allow you to get the true ending to the game. You'll get an ending no matter what, but the true ending you can only get by doing that.
I'll upgrade your weapons. Hand them over.
Let's see. We're doing pretty good. The max level on the jails is 20. On the bequeath forme is 5. And on your weapons is 20. So since I'm nearing the end of the game, like we're probably in the final quarter of the game.
Take good care of those.
It makes sense to use whatever we need to upgrade all of this. We may as well max them all out. Okay, so back to you, buddy.
A band bound under one banner and one the chorus is something out of everything they stood for.
There's an
Let's
area.
investigate Insula Carcere.
Yeah, let's
There
do
might
that.
be truth in the rumors.
We found something
Thanks for tagging
in the
along.
previous episode that didn't have anything we can interact with.
Let me know
Now
if you need me.
we should be able to interact with it. We're going back to Insula Carcere, and we're going to the prison smithy. Well, we're going to grab any healing items we see along the way. And then we're going to the prison smithy. It's funny, I'm finding them a lot more easily now that I don't really need them. I mean, in some of the tough boss fights, I'll run out of health, but in just traveling and traversing the world, I don't tend to run out of healing items anymore. I remember earlier in the first couple of episodes where you only have like 3 or 4 heals. It was horrible. At this stage of the game and beyond, until you get to the very end, I think heals aren't going to be an issue. Now, when I was hanging with Lavinia, I needed a lot of heals because she's not really there. As you can see, there are a boatload of blood codes that you can get. And I've tried to max out the proficiency on all of them, even though there's some that I won't use. So when I'm in an area where I'm just traveling across the land, I'll equip one of the ones I don't use just to level it up.
I feel great.
Like Lavinia is good if there was a way to have a true magic build in the game. But I think there's just too much hacking and slashing. And there are spells that you can use, but I don't know this enough to switch to hers. I did use hers to maximize the proficiency. And I'll probably switch to her 3rd blood code to do the same thing.
Welcome. Anything you want.
Okay, let's see. Okay, that one's fully upgraded. Idris's and Statesman Bow we can do Idris's with the axe. The blood codes will help out some of these as well. You'll get a little bit of a bump up in damage depending on what blood code you use, and you'll be able to see them as you're switching them. So you'll be able to see, like, if I'm going to be using the bayonet, I'm going to want something that's going to strengthen the bayonet. And that's sort of what I've been doing. I've been doing more of that lately. So we were in this area earlier, and there was nothing here. As you can see, now
let's check it out.
There's
If
this.
my hunch is right.
This bond, I guess. Oh, yeah, there's a bond. This bond. It's going to lead to an incursion.
It is our duty as revenants to watch over and guide humans. But the salvation of humanity
Oh, wow.
require more
This
than
is
a
about
small,
France. I thought
privileged group
we were done with him.
power. After the tragedy at the Academy, I became a spy for Voda House. I forged a secret pact with Zenon Grifted to mass-produce weapons of my own design.
Oh, that's what those weapons were for that we were giving to.
It was imperative that even
to
our
Noah.
weakest revenants be capable of defeating horrors. But when my ties with Zenon were exposed, I was branded a criminal and forced to do Voda House's bidding. My final mission is an assault on MagMell Island as a warning to Valentin, whose dangerous research must be prevented. I leave these weapons to the future, in the hope that they will one day save more human lives.
Okay. It's a noble cause, but I haven't used any of those weapons. They don't really seem any more powerful than any of the other weapons I found.
So this is your power to materialize pathos. France, it was you. Rest in peace, my old friend. I'll see that your will is carried on.
Okay. That's interesting. It's interesting and seems sort of out of place, but very interesting.
In the end, it was your question that led to the breakthrough. Back in our academy days, France asked me something once. Asked if I'd considered the feelings of those dependent on others for protection. I became a revenant to ensure my family's safety. I thought I had. But over and over they'd tell me. They said how they hated putting that danger all on me. Of course I didn't mind. In fact, I was happy, just knowing they cared for me. But in hindsight, they probably felt helpless. All they could do was wait. France wanted to empower people who had the will to fend for themselves. Unfortunately, he lacked the means to do so. This weapon, this is the product of that desire. I owe you one, France. Another one. You showed me a perspective my hubris made me blind to. I won't let your dream go to waste. That's a promise, old friend. An oath. Now then, let's get going. There's still people in need, and it's on us to keep them out of harm's way. To be the shield they need.
Okay. We have some rune leaf and a breath of the brave. I don't know what that would do if you apply it to your weapon. Okay. Now we can get on with dealing with the hero Zenon. Hey, this episode we're going to have 2 hero fights. 2.5. Yeah.
Finish your preparations
Zenon,
and do what must be done.
We're going to meet up with Holly again, and we're going to deal with Holly's dad. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that will happen in this episode. So we're moving the story along. But the Holly side of it is a time shift, which you may or may not choose to do if you're actually playing the game. I suggest you do it because I think it's fun.
Aha! So we meet again. Splendiferous! Of all the myriad possibilities I considered, none were as exhilarating as this!
Zenon, where are we?
It has been a long time indeed. O heirs to Idris's mighty power.
Okay, so
I used that mental construct
somehow
of yours
Lou
as
is related
inspiration
to
erect my own.
the progenitor Idris, but we don't know how.
I also transferred a portion of my consciousness into that Zenon pass, thus turning it into a key that will transport you here. But alas, the construct won't last long. We must conclude our business quickly. Let us do what must be done.
What just...
All will become clear when the time is duly right. For now, my time, at least, appears to have run out.
What about the upheaval? How did things go wrong?
My dear, there's no need to rush. Simply do what must be done. And see it through to the very end. Now, there's
Yeah, that's
no
the only
time
way
to be
you find out
complacent.
about that
Weapons
is
at the ready.
what he
Prepare
just
for the
said.
hour of
See it through
reckoning.
to the very
The
end.
stage is set. Come forth, for it is Zenon Griffgoat you face.
All right, let's see what Zenon Griffgoat looks like in his hero form. sounds large. He's got horns. He's got a huge hammer. Shit, he's a bull. Okay. It wears his heart in his head. He's got a hammer slam and a shield slam. And these little columns or pillars will not apparently stop him from hitting me. Ouch. Okay, he's clipping me every time he swings. It is amazing how every boss in this game has these freaking 360 degree swipes with their weapons. Okay.
Have faith in you.
Okay. This is attempt number 8. You saw what happened in the first attempt, and I've been struggling a little bit ever since. So I decided to go back to the dual blades to see if I can't get poison on them. If I can stay close enough to do it. Burning through my heels. Okay, finally got poisoned. I was like, wow. Again, every time you try to heal, you get hit. Immediately taking away most of the heal you just used. I don't know why I have such a difficult time with his slams. And I'm used to dodging the Medigen's slams, and it's the same kind of a slam. I guess the timing might be different, because I keep getting hit by it, so I guess I'm not accustomed to the timing. He has a second phase. He's got a pounding headache. Haha. Oh, this is different. Actually, you know what? No, because Zenon used these glowing suns as a spell. Wow. Turned into Radon 2.0. definitely want to do as much damage as you can possibly do. You want to avoid the suns that are circling the arena. They're easy to avoid, but you really should sort of keep them in your sights so you don't get hit by them. We're going to poison on them again. Okay, so the reason I ran to the wall is because these suns are going to start circling. I'm going to get hit. So you want to have enough heals. I have 11, now I have 10. So you want to have enough heals so that you heal when he does that and when he does that explosion. Now, the explosion you can avoid if you can see where it lines up. There are spaces where the explosion doesn't strike. The reason I know that is because this is probably my 4th or 5th attempt after getting to the second phase. He does this circular sun thing 2 times. If you take a long time to kill him, he'll do it a 3rd time. But you should be able to know it. See, that's what I mean. You can dodge. You can avoid that if you're in the right spot. And I did try staying close to him, but when I did that, he made the suns come in close to him, and they kept hitting me. They were hitting me consecutively. But when I went to the wall, I could at least avoid a lot of them. I'm not going to be able to proc poison on him, but he's nearly dead, so... If I could get another slow, but it's not going to happen because he's moving around too much. But that's okay, because Noah is doing a pretty good job. This was probably one of the more difficult boss fights in the game. Initially because of the rotating suns. Once you finally are able to get him to the second phase consistently. Okay. Lavinia, you had a little vitriol in your voice there.
We know what we must do. There must be no other choice.
Hey, ramp the music up for this. Okay, we have another incursion coming.
If revenants continue to proliferate unchecked, their blood will trigger a mass mutation of all matter. If this world is to have a future, revenants must submit to nature's course. Indeed, Sabine hasn't long left to live herself. Yet I... Cecile, the world never looked quite as beautiful to me after you left. Many today will do anything for more time, even if it means cheating the ordinance. What compelled their ceaseless thirst for more life? In unison, they reply, a life ended prematurely is one bereft. Their greed blinds them to the ruin they cause. The egotists fancy their lives are worth more than yours, my Dragum! But no more! This must end! My dearest Sibyl, I promise you, I shall upend this world built upon their lies! All will know that your life was a thing of beauty. And never again will anyone say otherwise!
Zenon.
Farewell, Zenon Griffcoat. Heretic that you were worthy of respect. Your sacrifice has bought this world a century of life. We won't let this time go to waste. I can promise you that much.
Okay.
You two have done superbly in dispatching the hero Zenon. The magnitude of your feat cannot be overstated. You have nearly saved the world.
Lady Lavinia, I'm sorry. I'm not sure this was the right thing to do.
Only time will tell. For now, we must forge ahead and hope the results will bear us out. We grow ever closer to achieving our goal. First, let's return to MagMell. There is much to learn. The last hero is, well, I must tell you of him.
It's up to us to make good on the path we've taken. For Zenon's sake, as much as anyone else. Let's head to MagMell and hear what Lady Lavinia has to say.
Okay, so first things first, we're going to talk to Lady Lavinia, but we're not going to start the fifth hero just yet. She's going to tell us, she's going to reveal who the fifth hero is.
We are on the cusp of success, of an unprecedented victory. It is time, then, to discuss the final hero. Valentin Voda. Formerly the forsworn heir of Voda House. And my biological son.
Okay, so that's the connection between them. I know they had
feeling.
the same last name, but I didn't know how they were related.
Now, he lies dormant, buried deep within the very heart.
I don't know why I thought they were in the same timeline, but maybe they've never been in the same
Time has
timeline.
come to undertake this voyage.
No, that's
to
not
gird
true.
our hearts.
Because we met
And
Lavinia.
vanquish him.
I think we met her in the same timeline that we met him in at the beginning. But we never saw them together.
I have already prepared everything we need to complete our mission.
And he only mentioned that he was part of Voda House. Not that Lavinia was
When
his
you're
mom.
ready, truly ready, to face what lies ahead, come speak to me. I will ready a portal to transport you.
Okay, so
Valentin's the final hero. And we have to slay him. I'm afraid we're in for a fierce battle. We'd best be fully prepared.
right. So basically that's a hint that you don't have to go and do it right now. But if there's anything else
So Valentin was one of the heroes from the upheaval. Honestly, I'm
so
not too
chatty.
surprised. But our path is laid out. I'm with you all the way.
Okay. So if there's...
France lives on through me.
Oh my God.
Thinking of him reminds me of how precious life is. Remember, you're not alone.
Okay. So we basically can do anything else we want to do in terms of other quests before we start Valentin's quest. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to say Valentin,
I'll upgrade your weapons.
the final hero,
Hand them over.
for last. We're going to do the 2 time shifts. We're going to do Holly's time shift. That's coming up next. it's probably going to take the remainder of this episode, but we will be able to complete it. And then in the next episode, we will complete the other 2 time shifts before beginning Valentin's quest. I mean, there's some fun quests, I will admit. They're pretty interesting stuff.
Take good care of those.
So before we set off, I just wanted to make sure we upgrade it, although we can do that at any of the little merchant areas that we find in the world. We're at level 91, now we're at 94. I'm guessing we'll probably make it to pretty close to level 100 by the time we're done with Holly's time shift. So we're back at the Undead Forest. This is her weekend bond. Remember, the 3 heroes all have these bonds that can't be used until we do other things first. And so this is the weekend bond for Holly. There's going to be one for Lyle, and there's going to be one for Jose.
Is this a bond?
The one for Jose, we'll actually get the item for that.
Your bond with Holly is tenuous.
We'll
and
get
it's
it in this
intertwined with
episode
that of
because
another.
it's somehow tied to Holly.
Allow me to take a closer look. This bond is imbued with the essence of the revenant who corrupted your arm. I sense Camillo's pathos. What was that light? Wait, did your arm just react to Camillo's bond? How strange. I sense something similar happening in the forest, too. Now, this is just my theory, mind you. But perhaps something is happening to the revenants corrupted by Camillo's frenzy. Perhaps they had a similar reaction to the bond. Unfortunately, this one is on the verge of fading. It's in no shape to be used for time travel. That said, if we were to gather the remnants of Camillo from the corrupted revenants who remain in this forest, I think there's a chance we could use them to repair his blood code that now dwells in you. Does that make sense? That could energize the bond, and we stand a good chance of getting to Holly's past again. Licorice, Monica, may know where we can find corrupted revenants.
Okay.
Let's pay her a visit.
Well, she's right there. So let's talk to Monica.
Camillo? I sense it. Why do I sense Camillo's pathos on your arm? And not just your arm. I sense him throughout the forest. Please, tell me what happened to you. I assume you have your reasons, yes? Very well. I suppose I do owe you for all your help. It's time I repaid the favor. Nobody knows Holly and Camillo as well as I do. Nobody. Please, follow me. I located Camillo's pathos. Make your way to it using the Pillars of Light as a guide.
Okay. So there are going to be 3 of these pillars of light that we need to find. Here's the first one. And the enemies, I guess they're considered bosses, but they're not like normal bosses. They're like regular, like, people bosses, I guess. So I guess the issue is fighting your way through all the other enemies to get here. These are all places we've been before. So there aren't new places you have to discover. So it's easy to get back to them.
Going on the offensive.
And yep, I have fully embraced the bayonet.
You made short work of them.
Okay, we're gonna work our way through. Actually, you can see the amusement park in the background, or at least the Ferris wheel of the amusement park in the background, which is interesting. Now you can decide to fight all of these guys again if you want to re-clear the area. If I'm doing it, I'm only doing it for the haze, because I've already fought them and defeated them.
No hard feelings.
Also, it gives us a chance to level up to get the blood code proficiency thing going. So that's the other part. The big guys are back. The enemy, or the person that has the pathos is right in that busted up house. If they see you, they may come running out here. I mean, they're not like some of the enemies that won't sort of move towards you until you get all the way close to them. So you go up the steps, and she should be just standing there. Wait, oh, where'd she come from? You want to take care of these so they won't empower any of the other enemies around. Although I don't know whether they could actually empower the one we're here to fight. I'm not too sure. And again, we've been through this area before because we grabbed a chest when we were here. This is the enemy that I'm talking about. So they have this hammer thing. The health bar isn't a boss health bar. So they're a little bit more beefy than some of the other enemies. I missed that. Totally missed it. Yeah, they're not very... that is death yell. Yeah, they're not all that difficult. And you get an incursion when you take care of each one. So it gives you a little bit more of the
had another attack.
backstory that we're dealing with.
Her condition is stable for now, but they're
This seems like a
becoming more
continuation of the incursions that we had when we were in doing Holly's quest
Hereditary
line
affliction
earlier.
is most likely the cause. It's a disease for which no treatment currently exists in
So
modern
this one
medicine.
focuses more on
That can't be.
Camillo's attempt
Don't
to
worry,
save
I'll
her.
think of something.
Remember, in the
meantime,
other
I'd like you to
timeline,
be there
Holly
for her.
dislikes her father because she believes that he didn't care about her or her mother. Turns out that wasn't true. He was doing everything in his power to try to save her.
Then Camillo cared for Holly all along.
Yeah.
If only she'd known.
So let's talk to Monica.
The powers of her bloodline manifested strongly in Holly. It was a miracle she even survived past childhood. Camillo swore to do everything he could to save our daughter. He poured every fiber of his being into the Forma to treat her, allowing her to live a normal life. Unfortunately, it appears Camillo's Forma didn't fully work as intended. If it had, it would have suppressed the genetic disorder and enabled Holly's true power to manifest.
Okay, so we're done with this. We can move on to the next. This one is actually at the sanatorium, but it's actually behind the sanatorium. So this is the front. At least this is what I'm referring to as the front of the sanatorium, because this is where we came in before. So I don't know whether we ever went out into the back part of the sanatorium. Just checking, make sure I didn't have any upgrades.
It
Yep,
seems
go ahead and do
you've
that.
grown stronger.
95. See, I don't think we've been to the back part. But anyway, it's through the door. You work your way through the sanatorium. I don't know why I'm not just running straight across the little lawn there, the little garden, but I don't know. I'll respect the gardener's work. But anyway, we work our way through the sanatorium again. We've worked our way through this place once before. And we're going to work our way through, and when we exit out of the back part of it, the enemy with Camillo's second part of his pathos should be back there.
Going on the offensive.
This makes me wish I had started using the bayonet way earlier in the game. Same thing with the what do you call them? The rune blades, which I'll be using a little bit later. I definitely use them in New Game Plus, but they took some getting used to. But once you're accustomed to them, they're great, and it doesn't take that much time to get used to it. It's just that at the time I was still trying to sort of figure out whether there was an actual magic build in this game. See, what Monica is using are rune blades. They float away from your body versus the dual blades, which I hold in my hand. The rune blades are sort of floaty behind you, and they're different ones. Josei, I think from the Josei boss fight, you got rune blades as well. They may have been the first set of rune blades you got. But you do find, I think, 1 or 2 more pair in the game, and you can purchase them as well. But I don't know whether you need to do all of that, because you get Josei's, and if there's one other one. What I will say, with Josei's rune blades, you cannot alter them. You can upgrade them, but you can't alter them. With the other rune blades, you can turn them into poison, fire, lightning, whatever you want to do. Make them a little bit more powerful, which I think is helpful. There's also a shotgun that you can use as well, but I think I'm liking the bayonet better. There's a weapon called the Alfheim bayonet. It's a fiery looking glowy type weapon. I don't actually know whether it's any stronger than anything you have. And if you like the skills on it, you can always just transform those skills onto the new weapon. So it doesn't really matter what the weapon is. You can have any skill you want on it. The only thing is, for the boss type weapons, you can't alter them. You can upgrade them, but you can't alter them. That's the only difference. So if Alfheim is a boss weapon, then you wouldn't be able to do anything other than upgrade it. If it's not a boss weapon, then you probably can alter it.
No hard feelings.
Okay, so unlike the Statesman bow, with the bayonets, there is a range, which is interesting. Because with the Statesman bow, if I were standing here, I would have hit Squid Head. Okay, well, there's a map jammer over here, but the enemy with the Pathos is in this area as well. So you have to be careful not to just run up there trying to fight them. So you have the 2 little guardians on the side of the walkway that will spew stuff at you. You got Squid Head, and you got the enemy. Okay, we haven't seen these little porcupine things in a while. Actually, we've only seen them in one other place of the game. Interesting that they would be here. Maybe they were here. Maybe they were in a dungeon in the Undead Forest. I can't remember. I know they were in a dungeon, but I can't remember what area they were in. But it might have been here in the Undead Forest. See, that's what I mean about the Statesman bow. If I aimed the rifle at that thing, I wouldn't have hit it from here. Okay, so although I don't know why we needed to have a map jammer here. It's not much to explore back here. Those are the 2 enemies I was talking about, but we can snipe those from here.
Going on the offensive. Miss me.
Alright, Monica, you're getting in my way again. Alright, let's take this one out. Alright, so. Where are you? I know you should appear somewhere. Let's grab this item and then we'll grab the other one. Oh, there she is. Alright. She fell down. She snuck me. See, very human type enemy. Very aggressive. I mean, they will keep coming after you. They're not very difficult. I mean, aggressive, hyper aggressive. But because they're just regular human type enemies, they don't seem to do a lot of damage. Alright, let's look at this
As I
incursion.
feared, your condition shows little improvement. I'm afraid I failed you. Forgive me.
Nonsense, Doctor. If not for your treatments, I'd be long dead. Is that a picture of your wife and daughter?
Adorable, isn't she?
So the good doctor can smile. They grow up fast, you know. Don't let these years pass you by.
This must be a memory of the Revenant prior to their corruption. Camillo doesn't seem at all like what Holly described.
Like Holly, Camillo and I dreamed of finding a cure for the corruption. We spent our lives studying the resurgence and the affliction that plagues the Luxuria bloodline. We tried herbal remedies, among other treatments. That should be it. I no longer sense Camillo's pathos in the forest. I trust that with that, you've managed to achieve your goal then.
Indeed, we have. Thank you for helping us, Monica. Because of you, I believe we gained some insight into Camillo's character.
Being his wife, I realize I'm biased. But Camillo was a good man. I'm glad you got to see that for yourselves. It's time I take my leave. Farewell for now.
We've collected all of Camillo's remnants now.
Okay.
All that's left for us is to attempt to repair the blood code.
Alright, let's do that.
I think I've done it. I've successfully repaired the blood code.
That was
With all
quick.
that done, we should have no problem activating the bond now.
Okay. Now we're going back
Is
to...
that a forma? That one must be. It's the one Camillo performed on Holly. Recall what Monica said. The forma Camillo used on Holly failed to fully take effect. I can't imagine why, but that was her story. If we can cast it on her again somehow, perhaps we can prevent the tragedy that befell her. Maybe even save her. Keep in mind, this could drastically alter the present timeline. We have no idea what the world will look like afterwards. Whatever our decision may be, we must be prudent.
Okay, so... There's the alpha. We need to go back. And we're going to meet up with Holly, who's going to need some help with her dad, Camillo.
With everything gathered and prepared, we can return to the undead forest of the past. My calculations have us landing at the time of Camillo's frenzy. Or at least in the approximate vicinity. Unfortunately, there are certain rules. I am forbidden from interfering more than once in a single timeline. This jump will be into unknown territory. That said, our previous interference lasted all of a second. There's some risk. There's always risk, but nothing dire. If we run into any trouble, we can back out of the timeline and reassess. I'll pull us out right away. All right, let's get going.
Lots of ominous little warnings. So here we go.
Please, be prepared for anything. It seems safe here.
This is an area we're going to end up.
There's something etched on this monument.
We're going to end up
Of my blood.
visiting a number of times.
To trifle with time repeatedly is to invite havoc upon the threads of destiny. Prove thyself worthy of wielding such power. This space has the trimmings of progenitor Idris. We'll need to pass the trial inside to prove we're worthy of changing the past again. We've been discovered.
Okay, this is a retainer of Idris. A very different enemy. We're going to see him a few more times before the end of the game as well. So the smart move, not a very difficult enemy because he's very slow. The smart move is to hit the tentacles. If you can. Oh yeah, by the way, the tentacles can grab you. It won't kill you unless you're like low on health. It will take your health away. It will also grab your partner. I keep missing with my supposedly OP shot. Heavenly Gaze. Alright, so I need to grab me again. Jeez. Alright. So yeah, the grabs aren't that difficult to avoid. It's just that I'm playing sort of doofus right now, so he's hitting me with rocks, he's doing all kinds of things. See, if you hit those tentacles, you do a lot of damage. Even if you use your jail on the tentacles. I don't know when they turn red like that, what that means. Okay, he's grabbed my partner and tossed her across the arena. Okay, these things create slow. So you have a choice. You can destroy them. Because if you run into them, it will cause you to slow down. But if you try to destroy them, you have to go into them in order to destroy them. But as you can see, by leaving them active, it limits the amount of space you have to move around in the arena. Right? Because if you get trapped, depending on how much health you have, if you get trapped, we do it again. So if you get trapped and he hits you while you're while you're trapped in slow, you can do a lot of damage depending on how much health you have left. So you want to avoid that. Although you can go in and destroy each of these. I don't know whether there's a time limit and whether they last a certain amount of time before they go away. One or two hits should destroy them. And because I didn't wait for... Okay, we should be good now. Because we have a bigger arena to operate within. Okay, he's just about done. Oh, by the way, the bayonet, you can just use like a regular melee weapon as well. I don't think it actually does a lot of damage that way, but it does do some damage if you don't feel like switching back to your secondary weapon. Almost have poison proc on them, which would... Those are easy to avoid. Okay, well, that didn't do it. I'm panic pressing buttons here. Okay. So not a difficult fight. Again, we're going to be facing a few more of these in the end game. So I wouldn't worry. And they're all the same. Actually, I'm wrong. They're not all the same. But there are quite a few more that are like this. And then there's one that is able to summon minions. And that becomes a bit of an issue. Okay, that door won't open. So this area where we are, we're going to be back here a few times. On the map, it does show up on your map as an area that was pretty mysterious. It's a... I don't know how to describe it. But it does show up on the map.
Another instruction from Idris, perhaps? It reads as follows. Ye who have proved thyself worthy. The power to uphold or transform the world rests in thy hands. Accept this heavy burden, and stray not from thy path.
So basically, he's giving us permission to go back and change the past again. Something Lavinia told us not to do, we just keep doing over and over and over again. You know what I mean? This is amazing. We've altered timelines over and over.
What a relief. Hard to believe one small alteration caused all that. Now we know how risky and taxing repeated interventions can be.
Yeah, but we're going to continue to do it. So, I love how she says that. Like, yeah, we're going to do it again.
Come, let's go find Holly and test that forma. I hope this is the breakthrough we need to change Holly's future.
Okay, so we're going to find Holly. And then we're going to immediately be thrown into having to deal with her dad.
There's a familiar face. I'm relieved. You look well. Now what could possibly have been so urgent you had to up and leave without saying goodbye, hmm? Do you
really mean that? Okay. Then I believe you. No luck. Thank you for trying, though. Don't let it get you down. These things take practice. And I promise, it makes me very happy just to know that you care enough to try. That came from Camillo's room. Excuse me, we'll talk later, all right?
At this rate, history will just repeat itself. Let's follow her. She should be on her way to Camillo's room.
Okay, we're gonna head up to Camillo's room.
Camillo's condition took a turn for the worse. It's not the usual fits. He's gone into a frenzy!
Get a hold of yourself. Leave him with me, please. Go tend to the other patients for me. Some silly cure this all turned out to be. Oh, hello. It's you. There's no telling how this could end. I need you to wait in the exam room. Do you hear me? You want to help? Thank you. All right. First, I need to see what we're dealing with. Ready to lend a hand?
Okay, let's go. Let's go find Pops. This does not open. I wonder if that means we can come back there later. Okay, we have a new missile. Good. Good save point. I hear something. We are going to, I guess, drop down into this little hole. And fight our way through here, I'm guessing. Or maybe not. So we're passing into these little, I guess,
Being a doctor, I thought I understood
dream realms, I guess is what you would call
the
it.
joy of welcoming a child of your own into this world is unique to experience. Holly is our treasure. I will protect her, even if it costs me my life.
We'll watch over her together.
Okay, so at least Holly can see for herself that her dad cared for her. We knew it because of what we saw in the last part.
How peacefully she sleeps. How
But Holly
fortunate
didn't
we
know.
are she's grown in good health.
Yes, but that could change in a heartbeat. She can't stave off the symptoms for too much longer. Monica, listen to me. I'm going to give everything I have to continue sustaining Holly with my healing formula. If I can fully get it to take root, Holly has every chance to lead a normal life. I may not live to watch her grow up once the procedure is complete. But if Holly survives, it'll be a small price to pay.
Okay, we're gonna make sure we unlock any shortcuts that we find, just to be on the safe side. Although, I'm assuming if we die, we would just simply go back to the previous mischief. So, don't know why we need to do that, but maybe it's for some part, perhaps later. We have another dream realm ahead. We have an item that we could pick up as well. We have another door. This one doesn't open. We have I was just gonna say we have a big crack in the floor. Well, there you have it. There you have it. Okay. So, looks like we're in one of the underground dungeons. And immediately we have another missile. Keep wanting to call them missives. We have a guy on the other side of the door, which we can see. Wait, all of this is to get to Camillo? He ran this far? I mean, he just left. Why is this guy still standing? Clearly he didn't off everyone he saw along the way, because we would see a bunch of bodies all over the place. We can go downstairs, or we can go this way, which I believe will lead to where that guy is standing on the other side of the door. It's okay, because I got my bayonet. Yeah, probably eventually going to switch up on the forme I'm using on it, because it pushes me back, which is sort of good. It's a defensive kind of a thing, but I'd like to be able to just also shoot without being pushed back, right? I think that can be helpful too. I don't know whether I always need to be defensive, especially when I'm far away. If I'm like that guy, I didn't need to push back. Okay. Didn't see you over here. Oh, you're the one on the other side of the door. Okay, never mind. Gotcha. All right. So now I'm wondering whether or not we should go back, yeah, and go downstairs, because that, I don't know which way is progress. I think that's my struggle. Let's go down here first and see. It may all actually lead to the same place. Nope. Okay, good. Then we can just grab this item and go back and continue our path forward. Okay, we are checking the corners. Although at this stage in the game, I don't think there's anything that can really take me out. Okay, so we have Some enemies below, protected by the little floating heads that give them life. Actually, it must be more than one of them, because if you get far enough away from it, you don't continue to receive the benefit of the floating head. So let's see if we can't... Oh, well. Someone sees Monica while they deal with her. Let me run down. Oh, no, they're following me. Alright, let's see if I can't find the floating heads first. Okay, there's one. It's guarding a chest. Okay, so now they shouldn't be protected. That one has poison procced on them. This one's gonna explode. I'm in the corner, can't get out. Alright, cool. We can grab this chest. There's another one. The Argent Wolfblade. Dangerous place to be at, ambushed. But Monica has my back. We're gonna work our way through that door. Just making sure we have everything. There's another floating head. Oh, it's in a room. Alright. Okay, he's coming here. This revival monument thing over there. So I don't know what that means as a boss or whether it's just the next section. Sometimes it's a boss, sometimes it's just the next section. Let's try to open this door. Of course, we can't open the door.
Over here. Got you.
I don't want to... Yeah, this is why you don't want to fight them close to the floating heads. He's just gonna keep coming back. Okay, let's try.
Got you.
Okay, he's far enough away. At least now I can take him out without him being revived. Alright, Monica with her little ice storm. Okay. So the top, if we go up top, it's going to lead us down a flight of stairs anyway. And if we go over here, there's this little room that we can't get into. So I don't know how to get in there. Alright. Not gonna worry about it. Let's go ahead and do this. And make our way, looks like not a boss fight, looks like just another section. So we're gonna make our way through this section. Okay, there is a left side and then there is a... But I don't know which way is progress. So let's just pick left for now. I'm not sure her little double Gatling guns is doing. I mean, it looks great, but I don't know how much damage it really does. This guy looks like he's on his last leg. Okay, that Formate didn't even reach him. Yeah, I guess that's the only thing with that one. I like it, and if you're close, it does a lot of damage. Okay, I see one of the translucent enemies ahead. I haven't seen them in a while. But we are in the undead forest, so that makes sense. There's an item over here that we cannot get to from this side. So we do have to work our way around. Actually, we can't get to it. Okay, I guess we have to go through the room. Is that, I think that space is too big to jump. Maybe this is how you get the thing that's downstairs. Maybe you have to drop down, open the door, and then come out. Maybe. Yeah, this bayonet is awesome. Okay, so we grab this, and you can proc. I think I mentioned this before. You can proc poison on it or any of the other affliction things on it, assuming you have the materials to do it. And you just go back to MagMell and transform the weapon, or you can do it. I think the minions will do it in the world as well. I don't think you have to go back to MagMell to do it. So a good way to test them out is if you've been, up to this point, if you've been playing with a favorite weapon, it should be maxed out by now, or pretty close to maxed out. I started the game with a greatsword, which I used for probably the first quarter of the game, maybe more, maybe the first third of the game. And then I decided to start experimenting with other weapons. And the thing is, if you get to a point where you start maxing them out, then you may as well pick something else, max that out as well, if it works for you. I haven't used a one-handed blade. I haven't used an axe, except the bequeath forme, Idris's concept. What else haven't I used? I haven't used a hammer or anything like that. So there are weapons I haven't used because I'm not interested in using them. But if you wanted to have a primary and a secondary, and even a tertiary, you have the materials. If you've explored enough, you should have the materials to at least have two of those pretty close to fully upgraded. And you can also buy some of the upgrade materials. I've done that very sparingly because a lot of it you can find in the world, but you do end up with more than enough haze to get the stuff you need. Okay, this little dungeon is a lot bigger than I thought. Okay, the floor is vibrating. What's going on? Okay, I think there's a large enemy beneath us. I see a ladder over there that we can climb down. I can't see what's down there. But let's go take a look. Okay. Now I see. All right. All right. He's similar to an enemy we faced before. We faced one in this is the undead forest. Yeah, we faced one in this area before, and we faced one somewhere else. Not that difficult. He has a slam, he has a pound, he can throw rocks at you. He can do that. trying to get more ichor by hitting him with the jail so that I can do my heavenly shot, but didn't need to. Big enemy, but not a difficult enemy. All right, there's a door. Looks like could be a shortcut, or could be the way. It might be the way forward. I don't think there's another way for us to go. Let's see. I see steps there. Okay. An item, and then there's more stairs. Ah, and there's a chest. What do we got? Yeah, the other thing is that by this point in the game, you're still finding a lot of stuff. How much of it you're going to use, I don't know, because I think by now you're pretty adjusted to what it is you're going to use. And you probably like what you're using at this point in the game. If you plan on doing a new game plus, then maybe you can choose a fourth and a fifth weapon to max out. I mean, I do think that, okay, we got enemies. Let's switch to the Statesman longbow. I only have 2 arrows to shoot. I missed the first one. Okay, this is going to make it a little bit trickier because the idea is you would want to, okay, let's see, I got 3, 4, he's going to come back to life. Oh, it's one of these, and she killed him, so I don't get the, I don't get the ichor from that one because she took the kill. All right, so it looks like we have to work our way up while avoiding the enemies that will probably target us. But if we can lure them down here, we'll be able to get more ichor. And then we can go back to our favorite ranged type attacks. Okay, I think that was a waste. I think he's going to come down. Yep. Okay, there's something. Okay, we can take this now. Alright, we have 14 ichor. This is good for getting us the rest of the way up. Grab this item. This enemy decided to hop down. Okay, he's a little bit more tanky. Not a problem. Okay, so we must have maxed out at 18. The amount of ichor you can hold differs based on the blood code that you're using. So in this case, I'm using a blood code that only allows me to max of 18. So after that, you're using the jails solely as an offensive weapon, not to get ichor at that point. I mean, it does work that way. I mean, you can use it offensively, or you can use it to get ichor. Same thing with all of these weapons. All of the jails. But if the game made magic or something like that easier in the beginning, which it definitely does not, then I would be more adept at switching to something I can cast when I know I'm, I guess it's not 18, looks like it's 20. When I'm maxed at Icor, or when I'm, let's say, between 12 and 20, I should use magic and then use the jail to retrieve Icor that I might use for more. But you don't, early in the game, you don't have anything that you can actually do that with, because there's not a lot of Icor that you get from what you're doing. So the game forces you into a melee kind of stance. It's not until later in the game, especially when you meet Lavinia, that you're able to have enough willpower and it's willpower and one of the other ones to use to really make magic a little bit easier to use. Okay, we're back in the dream realm. But again, in a new game plus situation,
Monica,
that would work.
forgive me. I only have enough strength to cast it once, which means
There's nothing to be sorry for, dear. It's my wish that you use it for Holly as well. You received a summons to fortify Progenitor Idris's seal, didn't you? I'll go in your place.
Monica, I'll take care of Holly. I promise.
He cared about me. Everyone did. My mother and Camillo. They sacrificed themselves. Sacrificed everything for me. And yet I acted like a petulant child. Yes. It's time I spoke openly with him. Will you maybe come with me? Thank you. From the bottom of my heart.
Okay, so at least now she knows that he cared about her. That he wasn't some absentee dad with an attitude or abusive or any of those kinds of things. Okay, we have another dream. I thought we were done with the dream one. I guess not.
This place
Okay, we're
was
back
special to our family.
to the amusement
Was
park.
this island formed by Camillo's pathos?
Interesting. So I guess this is a chunk, because the original was in a, on a mountainside. It wasn't floating in the sky. Okay, we're at 98. We started at 91, I think.
A phenomenal level of mastery with my blood code.
So, still thinking we'll be at 100.
Use
I
it
think
to
I said
fight for what
99
you
or
hold
100, and
dear.
I think we'll get there. We have Holly's second blood code. I've used hers as well. So her blood code is actually pretty good. Actually, I take it back. I don't know whether it's pretty good. It's good. I haven't found any of them to be... There are only two that I think of as bad because you have damage that just happens over time. I've still not figured that out, why I get damaged. So those are the only two that I don't like using. And I think they're two of Jose's. You know, so I think those are the only ones I would have complaints about. The other ones, at least the first level ones, I don't think are always good. But I think if you use them and then you'll get a level 2 or a level 3 blood code, they do get better. So the Lavinia ones, for instance, are much better. But the first one you get, I don't think is very good. And at the time that you get it, you're playing with her as your partner, and she's not summonable. So it's a double whammy. It's a blood code that's not all that impressive, and you have a partner who doesn't really fight. She just motivates you. you know the whole, I will lend you my strength, and then you get beat to death. Whereas the other ones, actually, I guess the only other unsummonable we'll see probably in the next episode is Craig. Which makes sense. I mean, he can't walk, so I mean, how would you be able to summon him, and what would he do if you did? So I mean, I do understand the logic of the unsummonables. Although in Lavinia's case, I don't really understand that. I mean, like I said, she's like 12 feet tall. If she wanted to wield a magical sword, it seems like she'd be able to.
Does it have a name?
Remarkable. That's a licorice radiata, and a blue one at that. I've only heard myths of them. Great job, honey. You've made a huge discovery.
When I was a little girl, Camillo and I found a rare blue spider lily. And together with Mother, we began cultivating them. Ever since then, the spider lily has always had a special meaning for me.
Okay, this little section is so long it makes you forget that you're actually chasing Camillo. You wonder, how the hell did he get across these stairs and these walkways? Alright, that's definitely water you don't want to get into. And then we have one of these guys. Alright. And that's the power of the bayonet. Awesome. Okay, pretty good. Alright, I have a little bit more Ichor. The reason I didn't go with the bayonet was because I would have only gotten like one shot off.
In my sights.
Uh-huh. You can fall through that. I never tried, but I assumed that They wanted you to solidify these pathways for a reason, and that guy just fell to his death. We got 1,500 haze from him. No, I'm not so sure. I think this is leading to Camillo, but I don't know. It doesn't look like there's a space for a boss room over here.
This is a traditional song of healing passed down from our ancestors.
It brings good health to all those who hear it. Wonderful, isn't it?
I want to learn it too. Then I can make everyone in the sanatorium better.
This is a memory of when we were together as a family.
Okay, we have another pathway we can solidify. And we have another revival point. Okay, we have... Okay, we need to unlock that pathway, I guess. We have the carousel up top. And we have another, it looks like another little pathway to the right of it. But that looks like it leads nowhere, so it looks like the way forward is this carousel. And we have, I don't want to fight you guys. I want to go in, there's 1, 2, so there's 2 of these. Okay, we got one of them. Okay, I got killed. Did we get that one? I see another one. Or was there 3? Okay, I see the okay, so we got them far enough away from the floating heads. Well, one of them. This one. Alright. So he came back, he's still poisoned. Oh, your hail of gunfire sort of messed me up. Okay, so we see the lever there to solidify that. We have one more floating head inside. Should I go get him? I have an item inside, so yeah, I'm gonna go get him. Grab this item. Take care of you. Okay, now we can go forward. Okay, we have another pathway. I came through here and ended up dying. That was my haze. This guy killed me, so I'm gonna do it again.
Prepare to be dazzled.
But he's never faced the twin powers of a bayonet and the double Gatling guns. Okay, need to unlock that one. That looks like... map jammer. Okay. So the way forward looks like it was the area downstairs, but then we have these stairs. Okay, we have another memory.
What are you looking at, Father?
A photograph I took of you two the other day. I thought it would look great on my desk.
You're a fawning father, you know that?
I'm a fawning father and husband. I adore both of you equally, beyond measure.
Camillo was so devoted to Mother. How could I have forgotten?
Okay, this is a little different because we have a mistle instead of a monument. We're going to take it. See if we can't. Nope, we can't. I was going to say we can get to 99. No, we can't. And this looks like the boss room. Good news is having the mistle down here means that if we die, we don't have to go through all of that stuff again to get back. I'm guessing Camillo, who we've chased across the world apparently, is on the other side of this fog door.
Camillo!
A jacked Camillo. Because he didn't look like that when he was laying in the bed.
It's no use. He can't hear me now. We'll have to wrest him out of the frenzy first. Camillo Astorius, Patriarch of the Luxuria bloodline and Astorius house. My father. I swear that I shall heal you.
Okay, the power shot does a lot of damage, but it takes a few seconds to, to get it started. The 3-volley shot is still pretty good. So I say that as he's chipping away at my health. Monica's Gatling guns did absolutely no damage. Her little laser beam does more damage. There's another homing shot that I could be using as well that I actually think may work better. Okay, Monica, you need to use your jail so I can get more Ichor. I'm not getting anything. I'm having to get close and personal with this guy. Oh, not Monica, Holly. Sorry, got the wrong Astoria woman. Nah, he didn't seem to be hurt by the slow thing. Let's get some more Ichor. Let's try slow again. Oh, it worked. Okay. Do some damage. Yeah, he had already started his rock throwing animation, and I'd already started my animation as well. Sort of backed right into that. He's batting his daughter around the arena. Wow, okay. That's different. That's the Heavenly Gaze thing. And he should be just about done. Maybe one more click. Oh, yeah, he's done. Alright. Alright, let's go save Camilla.
Camillo! You listen. You're going to be all
Why
right.
does she call him Camillo instead of Dad?
Holly. No. Don't. Please, my dear. You mustn't push yourself.
No. I am not going to give up. There's so much. We have to talk. You can't leave yet. Please. Not like this. You have to live. Father!
That's it. Camillo's forma. Now's our chance.
Impossible. My forma. You activated my forma.
She's gonna bust out in a song. She and Zenon should do a duet of some type. Okay, no song, just music. Nope, nope, there's the song. I think she and Zenon can do a pretty good duet.
Welcome back.
Holly, it's good to be back.
Somehow you did this? Thank you. You're all here.
Thank goodness you're both all right. Doc Camillo and Holly are both safe and sound.
You had everyone praying for you. All of us. Everyone insisted on waiting here until they saw you back safely.
Thank you for everything. As you can see, we're both fine. No worse for wear. My father and I owe you our lives. Thank you. As for your symptoms? Perfect. Glad to give you a clean bill of health. Unfortunately, that means I've run out of reasons to keep you here, haven't I? No, it's all right. I always had a feeling you were marked for some higher calling. Here, hold out your hand for me. Take this forma. With it, you can call me to your side anytime. Patching you up? Giving you an extra pair of hands when they're needed? Or even, well, if you're ever in the mood for a dip in the spring, I think we can make it a date.
Holly, perhaps it's overdue, but maybe it's time you and I had the talk.
You're a little late on that one, Doctor. Your little girl is not so little anymore.
Can't you tell?
Well then, until next time, my mysterious and ever so wonderful hunter. You know where to find me. Find all of us. First my parents, and then you. Everyone put their souls into realizing a present, a gift for us to cherish.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we can summon Holly. Although we could summon Holly before. At least I think we could summon Holly before. Okay, now we need to switch times again.
Holly's pathos. It's fading away. I sense a change flowing through, as though the tragedy of the past has been rewritten. I see. You two did this. You changed Holly's fate for the better. Thank you. I wish I could have been with her until the end, to see her grow. But it seems that surely my time here is running out. Here, take this. It's a music box, a keepsake of our family. She would know this song anywhere. Use it. Release Holly's seal. I implore you, please save her soul. You mended my family. I'm glad we met.
Okay, I guess that is the end of our journey with Monica.
The strength of Holly's pathos willed Monica back into existence. Now that we've released Holly's pathos from the forest, Monica will fade away too. It's up to us to carry out her last wish.
Okay, that explains it.
We must defeat Holly. Her cocoon is bound to be someplace she cherished. Let's go.
Okay, so we are taking on Holly again. And I think that may be one of the things that people complain about. See, this explains the reappearance of the cocoons. So whenever we alter history, which we did, the whole causality thing switches, and this is what happens. But we did it for a good reason, right? Each of the time shifts, we will go back and change something for a good reason, to give them a better ending than they would have had. Like in her case, Holly would have ended her first existence thinking that her father, Camillo, didn't love her. So this time around, we have healed Camillo. So he should actually be here somewhere, right? If we've affected the timeline in a way that he didn't die trying to save her.
Spider lilies. Is that a light? Look over there. I sense people somewhere in the sanatorium.
Okay.
Perhaps even after everything, some stayed to pick up where Holly and Monica left off.
Okay, so let's go in and see if Camillo is in fact there. He should be. We did save him. If we didn't totally screw up the timeline, he should be here. And there's a big shiny object over there. Oh, that's going to be the item related to Jose's quest. The time shift quest.
You're not...
So there's Camillo.
I'm sorry. You look like someone to whom my daughter and I owe a great debt.
So he remembers.
Is it really you? But how are you still alive? I never knew humans to live so long.
Yeah, I'm only half human.
Care to explain what's going on?
I'm here to kill your daughter, again.
Remarkable. So you're from the future, but you traveled back in time to free Holly.
Yep, we did.
As you can see, I've kept the sanatorium up and running. All the staff stayed on for our patients. A selfless sacrifice on their part. We haven't had as many patients these days, though. The times being what they are.
Well, understandable.
But you're not here for me. You're here for Holly.
Yes.
I hate to place this on your shoulders. Please, save her.
That's what I'm here for.
Thank goodness you're awake. Can you hear me? What's your name and bloodline? Do you remember?
Lise Anjou. From the Gula bloodline.
Okay, there's a connection between the two families.
Twin sister.
Jose's sister. She survived?
I guess that influenced the order with which we do the time shifts. Because Jose was the first hero we met.
You were found lying unconscious outside the city. The resurgence must have blown you there. You've been contaminated, but the spread is slow, likely because of your Gula blood.
My sister. Jose, where is she? What happened to everyone in the city?
Easy now. You need to get your strength back first.
A third of the city's inhabitants were killed in Jose Anjou's rampage.
Jeez.
Jose gouged out her eyes in penance and sealed herself away in a shelter.
Ah, okay, that's why she was the way she was.
I have to find her. I'll make her a new device and take it to her myself. Thank you, Holly. Not only for treating me, but for sharing your research notes, too.
I wish I could join you, but I've received a summons from Voda House. They're being sent to revenants across the land. I'll be praying for you. I hope you're able to help your sister.
Thank you. I will.
Okay.
I promise.
All right.
I still can't believe Lise survived. She must have gone to the sunken city.
Okay, so that's making things a little bit clearer. Because there are a lot of these little floating mysteries out, and I was wondering whether they would resolve any of this stuff, or just let us, let us live in confusion the whole time. But no, this is good.
The remnant. Remember?
The shiny thing that was sitting over there is
remnant of
Lisa's
Jose's
ornament.
bond?
That you saw that we just got it.
I think there's a chance Lisa's hairpin just might restore it. If Lisa's pathos can rekindle the bond, I think we can do it. We can go back to our time again.
Right,
We
so
can
the
travel back to the sunken city and save Jose.
So the thing that we needed an item that was important to them. right? So
Jose suffered so
in
much.
Jose's case, it was this ornament. It was Lisa's ornament. In Holly's case, it was the music box from her family.
From the people she loved. She never meant for the frenzy to hurt them.
Don't know what
But
it will
with
be
this,
for
maybe now we can rewrite
for
Jose's
Lyle.
history for the better.
So that sort of tells you what the next time shift will be. It will be Jose's quest.
Good. Me too. At the very least, I'd like to try. We'd be putting our lives on the line. That much is certain. If we assume she'll be in her frenzied state, it won't be an easy battle to win. And we can't forget, altering the past may force us into another battle with Jose in the present.
Well, of course, we know
We'll
that.
need to decide carefully if we want to do this.
That's what's been happening
And as
all
they've
along.
said time and again, we'd be acting against the wishes of MagMell.
Yep.
Whatever your decision, you have my support.
You know that because Lavinia told us not to do this. Iris told us not to do this, and we're doing it anyway. I mean, they both sort of told us not to do it and said, well, but if you do it, you know, you're on your own, that kind of a deal. So, you know, hopefully the true ending is not a bad ending, because I would be so ticked off if I went through all of this and ended up with the bad ending of the game. I do think the true ending is will redeem us, and we'll feel better about ourselves with the true ending versus the regular ending, which is not a bad ending. It's just not it's not as fulfilling. It'll be interesting to see what form she takes in this version of herself.
I can feel them. The very life in their souls.
Okay, well, she looks different.
I was able to give them a future of their own. A chance. When there was no hope. A life. And you, my wondrous, timeless hunter. I thought I was treating you, but it was you who saved me.
Okay, so we know that
Like a
Holly
shining
apparently has
light
had
in
a
fairy tale.
breast reduction.
Not to mention, occasional bath companions. You're truly full of surprises. This is it. I'm afraid my time has come to an end. I leave it to you. Save the future we fought so hard for.
Okay. Oh, she starts off with yikes. Okay, note to self, don't get stun locked by the Gatling guns. Those you can dodge. This you can avoid if you see it coming. If you get caught, you don't seem to be able to get out of it when if she shoots you directly with those things. Okay, she's skating around on literal ice skates. Okay. They all seem to have this rush move that they do that I haven't figured out how to avoid. Too far away. I don't want to use up my bullets. Let's see if I can get a little bit closer. Focusing on the, see, that move there is just annoying as hell. Okay, so you can actually block them, but you're still stun locked. Okay, she got hit with having the gaze. That's good. Nice. Got her twice. Did I get her a third time? Yep. I don't know whether I got it. I guess she got tired of me hiding in the corner shooting at her. That was funny. Yeah, she's just roundhouse kicking me all over the place. Frost wave thing going. Okay, that's annoying as hell. Definitely need to be closer to even get Ichor from Luz. That move there. I'm out of range for that particular AoE, so she really couldn't get me with it. Oh my god, she keeps catching me with that. I was too far away to do anything, even though she was trapped in slow. Power shot off. Got my 3 volley shot off. And get one more in. Did it. Not a clean fight, but it worked.
Thank you. Thank you for everything. While inside the cocoon, there were many times I nearly caved into despair. But each time, I'd always hear a gentle voice call out my name. It reminded me of my mother and her warmth. It seemed to embrace me. And this, my shining knight. If it's by your hand, I can go with my head held high and no regrets. Please. so proud of you, my beautiful daughter.
Mother, I heard you.
Okay, that one was pretty sad for him. Yeah, I think that was really, really sad. I mean, he's been close with all of them, but I don't know, Holly and him. I mean, come on, they've taken baths together, so I guess they're a little bit closer than she and the other hero, than he and the other heroes. That was sad. That was really poignant. Because we won't see her again, or we shouldn't see her again, although we might, because, you know, in the other heroes' time shifts, right? We're shifting time around, and so they are alive in other timelines, just not in the present day timeline. So I guess if we switch back to a different timeline, she would still be back, since in each case we can go back and they are summonable. Okay, we're just picking up extra stuff that's in the area. I see there's an item inside as well. And then once we do that, we'll head back to MagMell, and then we'll end the video there. And in episode 14, we will continue with the other two time shifts before moving on to the final hero. So with that, thank you guys for joining me in episode 13. This is Reg with PaxAriaGaming. I appreciate you watching, staying with me through all of this. Different schedule for the next couple of weeks. There'll still be 2 uploads of Code Vein 2, and there'll be a single upload of Crimson Desert until I get all of the Code Veins out. And so I will see you in episode 14 for Code Vein and episode 2 for Crimson Desert in the coming week. Thank you guys for joining me. Appreciate it. Hit the like button and subscribe and put some comments in there. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for joining me.